Oscuro, the Spanish word for dark. Good morning guys, and welcome to another beautiful day here in Chile. Headed off to teach in Los Cristales today. Should be a good day, changing it up a little bit because the last few days have been in the church, going to the mountains, going to Yerbas Buenas, and today is a normal day. Por fin. It's gonna be a great day. So I've gotten a lot of questions about what the government gives us to use, or what each school gives us to use for books to teach the kids. And this is a typical book for first grade through fourth grade. It's called a bounce book. And they're very, very good. They have lots of good information, and then they cycle through that information from year to year. So that when they get to fifth grade, most of the vocabulary they know, and then fifth and sixth grade gets pretty difficult, and they have a different series of books that are new this year from the government. And then 7th and 8th grade have a different series of books that are the same as last year, but also very, very good. I really enjoy using them. They usually come with a CD as well, and the CD will give you all of the audio. So for the little kids, there are songs to sing. The upper kids, it's more of a British speaker talking. Also, in the upper grades, there's a little pen drive that comes with everything. And you have the book right there on your pen drive for the teacher book and the kids book, which is really nice because then you can project the book as you're teaching. The same with these, except not on a pen drive. And I have all of them on my computer, so I can do all of the activities with the kids. This is what it looks like. It's nothing too crazy what the government gives us, but it's something. In the States, what I would do is, well, I would make my own material. So I would go and find the standard online. I would figure out how to meet that standard, and then I would pair the standard with a reading standard. I was a science teacher in the States. I would pair it with a reading standard, and sometimes it would be a math standard as well, but I had to meet these certain criteria with the standard. Here, the standard's all set by the government, and the book is all ready to go, so you don't have to worry about that. You're meeting the standards if you're using that book. I usually bring activities that are besides the book as well, but I use the book, and with that main book, there's usually a workbook as well, which just has activities. But the other book has a little bit more than only the activities. It's really cool. I really enjoy using the books here. Nothing bad to say about them. Thank you, government. And think about all that paper that I used to, well, do a lot of work. I mean, it took probably 12-hour days of just trying to figure out what to do the next day and the next day. It was busy. At the dog park now. Elise doesn't know I'm coming. I saw the dogs were gone, so decided to come and hang out with her. And the 3 little dogs, of course. Do any of you have this problem that whenever you go for a walk, you wake up the entire neighborhood? That's what we did. Anyways, the books. So Elise was just saying that the books are a really good thing if there's a person who doesn't really know English very well, especially for the lower grades. It's really nice. It's a good guide. Like I was saying before, there's the Spanish in it as well, so you can kind of tell what to teach.
There's Spanish in the books?
In other news, you haven't had cheese until you get cheese from Wisconsin in the United States. It is so good. In fact, where I come from, in Wisconsin, the state called Wisconsin, we are known for cheese. So I grew up eating cheese. It's kind of like wine here. You just have your own flavor that you really like. There are cheese curds, string cheese, all the different kinds, and they are delicious. And our friends brought some from the United States. So, we're enjoying it. Right, Elise?
People from Wisconsin are also known for cutting the cheese.
Yeah.
Look that one up.
I just did. I don't know if you've ever gone to the vet with 3 dogs and one that you've only had for 2 weeks, but it's quite the experience. So the good thing about going to the vets here in Linares, and I would say in Chile in general, I don't know about Santiago, it's a bigger city and it might be a little bit more expensive, but for the most part, things are fairly cheap going to the vet compared to the United States. And to have 3 dogs is kind of expensive. However, it's kind of nice that we are able to have 3 dogs here. I think the cost of 3 dogs is about the same cost as 1 dog in the States, as far as going to the vet and getting things like vaccinations and everything for the dogs, like we were doing today, and all of the, well, preventative things that you need to have for a dog. It's just a lot cheaper here. Also, the meds for dogs, you usually can go to the same pharmacy that you go to for humans. So for me, that's kind of weird, because if you go to the vet, they usually have all the meds there for the dogs, or cats, or any animal. But here, you just go to the regular old pharmacy, get stuff for yourself, get stuff for the dogs, and you're good to go. Oh boy. Alright, time to walk the dogs a little better than I have been. So today was a little crazy because, well, we didn't have school last Friday because of Easter weekend, and then we had school today, but we don't have school tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday, and then the kids come back on Friday for 1 day of classes. So kind of an interesting week, and today the kids were absolutely crazy. But hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. It is interesting, the books that they give you here. Not to say that in the United States they don't give you any books to use. They do give you books to use. I'm just highlighting what I like, and I really like the books here for the English curriculum. It's pretty good stuff. I have no complaints with it. But the shout out for today goes to Drian Bishop. And his comment was, is the work in the church advancing quickly? And when will the inauguration be? Or the first service, or the commemoration, whatever you want to call it, for the new church. And basically, our visitors are here for another 2 weeks. And in those 2 weeks, they hope to finish as much as possible, but there may be a little bit more work to come. Anyways, long story short, the inauguration, or the special service for the new church, will be at the end of May. And at the end of May, it's not only a special service for the church, but it's also a special service because we have a vicar who will be a pastor, and he's from Santiago. So it'll be a special service for many different reasons, and it'll be really cool. But hope you guys enjoyed the episode today. I'm glad the dogs are back and they've got all their vaccinations. We're good to go for, well, until Saturday when we go back for another one. But we'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoy the sunset. It's really beautiful. Ciao, pescao.